Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. I'm here for a Spiegelman Scraps design team layout. I am going to do something a little bit different today. I have this cut file from, I believe it's Confessions of a Paper Addict, to be honest with you. And I'm going to go ahead and really only use it for the little inner circles of the flowers so I can press my sequins in on that and just kind of make a fun circular element. I had no idea where I was going with this layout. Not a clue. I just was playing. I had pulled out some Pretty Little Studio collection paper, which is how I decided on the sequin mix I'm using. It is called Sweet Summer. And I just thought, oh, that'll work. I can mix the colors in together and just kind of make it all work together. I pull this off. I'm going to rotate the cut file so I can get the rest of the circle. And then I look at what's left over and think, you know, I could do something on the inside of it as well. Not really sure. I really just didn't know. I thought maybe I could take some sequins and connect the circle and make like a wreath. That's kind of where my brain was going. I didn't know what I was doing. I wanted to create. I was actually in the mood to create. And I knew I had to get this up for this SM Spiegelman Scraps. And so this is just kind of what came with it. And I'm pretty impressed, to be honest, with how it all kind of flows together. I end up deciding to grab a bowl from my kitchen, and it has little like ridges on it, and it was kind of the perfect spacing for where I could then put sequins. And I knew I had enough of the little blue sequins to get around the whole circle. So that is what I'm going to do. And as that kind of gets done and comes together, I realized I kind of made a sun, but not like meaning to make a sun. So I'm really happy how it turned out. So I'm going to go ahead, and this takes a bit. I kind of go ahead and put them all together. While I'm in the midst of doing this, I'm also following along and seeing all the fun challenges that are happening over at the Scraptember Facebook group. There was a crop going on, and one of the challenges was to create in a 45-minute time frame. I'm not the fastest scrapper, but originally thinking that I can do this. I can make this in 45 minutes. It is sequins and it's gluing down, and it does take a while, but it doesn't take that long. And I felt like with all of the impact that these sequins are bringing, I would be able to just use a little bit of embellishing in a photo and I could be done in 45 minutes. So I kind of went with it, and then I pulled out the Echo Park Pool Party collection. It was kind of sitting off to the side anyways because I had just finished making a page kit for it for 30 days of sketches. And I was like, these colors also work with this sequin mix. I couldn't make the other one work. And so I'm kind of playing with that, and I'm like, perfect. I can grab a photo. This will go down and it's all going to work together. However, I'm looking at this thinking it needs something. I don't know what that something is, but it needs something. I decided to go with a half border as well so that it kind of has a little bit more color to it. Really kind of brings in the colors of the sequins as well, which is why I finally chose on that floral one. It had enough color on the outside. All the other ones had too much white showing through, and it just wasn't giving off the right vibe that I was trying to go for. And I couldn't use the vertical because, of course, it's not going to, or like the striped one, because it's only going to be striped on one side and then it's a solid on the other. So that wasn't going to work. So this floral is going to be the choice, but that still wasn't enough. I decided on fussy cutting out a couple of the leaves to go around my title, which says Love Out Loud or Live Out Loud, whatever it says. That's been in my stash forever, but it was a pre-made title. So I was like, time, like Christy, the time frame, you can't take forever. So I was like, that's perfect. That'll work really well. Don't even have to think about it. And I kind of knew I had at least a photo somewhere of the kids being kind of funny or something, to do kind of summer themed. I knew I would have something like that. So I was like, this is going to work. I have the I Love Summer. And then I found this really cute photo of Jackson sticking his tongue out, and I'm in the background laughing. So I was like, this is perfect. That literally is that title in a photo. And then I ruined the challenge. I didn't complete it correctly because I looked at this and thought, you know what? This layout needs stitching. It needs something around the edge to help just combined all the colors together, mimic the colors up at the top stripe, and it will all just come together. However, stitching takes a bit of time, and I'd say just the basic back stitch, I'm pretty fast, but I decided that I needed to do each color one right after each other in a pattern, the pattern that's in the stripes at the top there. And that takes a bit of time because you have to change over the thread, and yeah, I didn't complete this in 45 minutes, but I tried. I really did try. And so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I simply went with the first one I did 3 stitches, and then the next one I did 5, and I just rotated between 3 and 5 all the way around. I did kind of make a mistake in the fact that I used the same width all the way around, but with the border, the width that it looks like on the two sides is like a little tiny one, and then on the other side there's this big chunk of white off to the corner, because I didn't think to like move it closer to the edge of the paper. And you'll see what I mean when I finish this. And it was bugging me a little bit, and I wasn't sure how I was going to be able to fix that because I didn't want to cut another piece of pattern paper and have that on the top. So I just had to think about that for a minute. However, I'm really pleased with what I came up with to fix it because it was the perfect place to A, add some black, and B, it fixed my problem. So I'm going to now just add in some embellishing. This is a collection I am trying to use up. It is like the only summer collection I kind of have left. And so I, as much of as I can use up, the better, because that means when I can do some shopping again, when I'm done with my year-long spending freeze, I can use a new summer collection and not feel guilty because I have so many summer collections, because I don't. So I do use a few little bits of ephemera and all of that. And I'm really happy with how this layout turns out. I think it's cute, it's fun, it's playful. I'm really happy with how my kind of sun turned out. Again, I had no plans on how that was going to go. I was just kind of playing, and that's what came out of it. So that was really exciting. And here I am. I'm just going to add my journaling right there. It's the perfect place. I love how that turned out. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you're interested in purchasing some sequins, you can use my code Christy15. It gives you 15% off in the shop for everything except for pre-orders. So I hope you'll head on over there. The link will be down below. And I hope you had fun watching me get this done. I will also leave the link to Scraptember. The challenge for the crops are available for, I think it's a week. So it's still active if you're watching this live today. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with this one. Thanks so much for spending some time with me, and I'll see you guys all again really soon. I'm not sure why this is so long. I thought that I'd sped that up faster than I did, but there's a look at my finished layout. Really love it so much. All right, guys, there's my sequin mix too that I used. See you all soon. Bye.